Hello, hi, I'm back. So today we're using the Pixiekins for our daily energy reading, just something light and fun. Let's see what we got. Even though it's just a little daily inspirational deck, I think it gives good advice sometimes, a good energy read. So we got one card that fell separate, so we'll take that. This is Aquina. Don't stop moving ahead. Great things are on the horizon. I feel like we may have gotten this one before. I'm not sure. But yeah, don't stop moving ahead. Great things are on the horizon, right? So this is a card of momentum, right? We need to keep moving forward. We need to keep progressing and changing and growing and doing all the things, right? Because once we, at least if we're moving, we can get things to change. We can progress. We can look at the situation. We may not be where we're want to be at. We may not be where the ultimate goal is, right? But at least if we're moving, if we're progressing, then we can get there eventually, right? Versus if we just stand still, then of course you're not going to achieve anything. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you're not moving at all, right? So there's always that phrase it just came into my head where it's like, okay, you're never going to win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket, right? So you got to do those things. You got to help the universe out with doing some of those things, right? It reminds me of a different quote to God or whatever you believe in and stuff. There's the person where it's like a hurricane's coming in or something, and the man's like, oh, God will save me, right? And there's a boat that comes by and the person's there, and he's like, nope, I don't need help, God's gonna save me, right? And then there's a helicopter that flies by and he's like, nope, don't worry, God's gonna save me, right? And there's multiple instances of this, right? And then eventually the man passes away, he dies, unfortunately, and he gets to heaven. And he asked God, why didn't you save me? And he's like, I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. I sent you all these things, right? So whatever you may believe, it doesn't have to be God or anything like that, whatever higher power or even just in yourself, right? There are these opportunities that are presented to us that we need to take advantage of when they show up, right? And we do that by we keep moving forward and knowing what the goal is, right? The great things that are on the horizon, right? We just got to keep progressing and moving forward and believing in ourselves and all that process, right? We may stumble, we may fall down, we may need to take a break periodically. We can just catch our breath for a minute, but we have to keep that momentum going and keep moving and progressing forward. It's really, really important, okay? And we will get there to the great things on the horizon eventually. So just keep believing in yourself, keep moving forward, and that's all we got for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.